a yoga teacher training that I am doing in the fall. So it starts in September. I'm super excited about it. It will be small, so limited to 10 people. And most of it will be held in, I have a studio in my basement in Cottonwood Heights that's about half this size. So we'll do a lot of the stuff there. It'll just be like a small group where you can ask a lot of questions and we can really kind of be flexible with everybody's needs. It's 200 hours. It's not accredited by Yoga Alliance, and I did that on purpose. And if you want to know why, you can ask me. I'm happy to talk about it. So yeah, I have about 7 people already committed, so there's about 3 more spots available. Are you raising your hand, honey? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that starts in the fall. It's 2 intensive weekends per month. So people who work all week, it's still accessible to you. And yeah, let's just go ahead and practice. That's all I can think of. I don't like talking about myself so much. Okay, let's start on our back. So go ahead and come down onto your back. And as you lay down, just feel the ground underneath you. And maybe it would even feel good to kind of stretch your arms long, your legs long. Maybe it would feel good to hug your knees in for a second and just rock a little bit. So start to feel your physical body more. Start to notice. Maybe how did you sleep last night? How do your shoulders feel? How does your neck feel? How does your back feel? Hips. And then eventually come into what's called constructive rest pose. So feet on the ground with your knees bent. Feet about mat width distance apart. And you can either let your knees fall in and touch one another. So your the outer edges of your feet might lift. That's fine. You can just let your knees fall in a little bit, but they don't have to touch. And then invitation to bring one hand to your heart space and one hand to your low belly. Now either close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, rather than looking around with satellite eyes, soften your gaze. Maybe focus in just on one spot on the ceiling. And let's just take 3 deep breaths together to kind of drop in a little bit more, become a little bit more present. So next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And then take a moment, hold in that fullness. Maybe sip in even a little bit extra. And big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Ah. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, fill up. Pause. Extra little sip. Yeah, let it go. Ah, beautiful, friends. Do that one last time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Every little space inside of you expands. Extra sip, maybe 2. And out your mouth, let it go. Very nice. Now seal your lips and start to drop into ujjayi breath. So before I turn on the music, see if you can start to create that whisper noise in your own breath. So sometimes I think of it like a hum on the inside. It's like you're taking a really deep, slow gasp as you inhale. And then as you exhale all the way to emptiness, it's like you're fogging up a window, but with your lips sealed over the breath. See if you can start to create that gentle whisper, that oceanic sound as you breathe. And this breath, ujjayi, translated from Sanskrit, means vibrant breath. So this breath is slow and steady, It's regulating, but it's also vibrant, powerful. There is a gentle effort behind it. See if you can still feel the rise and fall of your belly and your ribs and your chest every time you breathe. So feel free to stay right here a little longer or a lot longer. You can even come back here anytime you want, just to take a rest or just to come back to yourself, your breath, or find a sense of grounding anytime you need it. If you're ready to start moving, keep your ujjayi breath going. Keep it with you. And draw both of your knees in towards your belly. Find a little rock. So give your low back a nice little massage against the ground for just a moment. And then eventually, let both of your knees fall over to the right side and either extend your left arm out to the left or goalpost your left arm against the ground. Take about 3 deep breaths in this supine spinal twist. So slow, spacious inhales all the way down into your low belly, low back. Exhales that allow you to relax into the pose a little bit more. All the way to emptiness. And if you want, you can use your right hand as a little bit of leverage on the outside of your left thigh or knee. Take just one more round on this side. Bless you. And then slowly, see if you can feel your core. Use it to lift your legs back up. As you come through center, maybe you want to neutralize. Take a little rock or give your knees a big squeeze, a big hug in. And then other side. So knees go left. Right arm either extends out to the right or a goalpost position with your right arm. And breathe all the way down. Feel not just your front body expand as you inhale, but your back body as well. Upper back, mid back, all the way down into your low back. All the way to exhale, or all the way to emptiness with each exhale. So your breath in this practice, can you make it just as important as the physical poses? That's the yoga. Being here, being present, using your breath as an anchor, using your breath to guide you, using your breath to create more space inside of you, more awareness inside of you, not just moving through different shapes mindlessly. That's just stretching. We can do that out there anytime. Bottom of your next exhale, find your core and use it to lift your knees back up. For a moment, neutralize, little rock side to side, or again, maybe a big squeeze. If you want, you could even take a full body stretch or a happy baby pose. And then we'll meet on hands and knees. So if you want to get there your own way, you're more than welcome to do so. But invitation to come with me, I like to grab behind my thighs, but start to rock forward and back. So you might grab shins or knees, or even just reach your arms straight out in front of you. Take a few rocks, a few rolls. Nice, Makai. And then when you are ready, cross your ankles, plant your hands, and just roll over your feet. So coming onto your hands and your knees, and you'll probably have to crawl back a little bit so you're nice and centered on your mat. Once you're on your hands and your knees, intuitive movement, anything that calls to you, anything that calls to your body. So I personally really like to close my eyes here. This isn't an exercise for your mind. That voice that says, do I look weird? Is anyone looking at me? What is everybody else doing? That voice right now, it gets to go away. And you just get to be in your body. You get to feel. So put your awareness in your spine. Put your awareness in your shoulders. Put your awareness in your hips, your low back, maybe even your hands or your wrists. So what can you feel in your body? And then how can you respond to it? Is your breath still there, or have you lost track of it? If so, no big deal. Just bring it back. In your next 3 to 5 rounds, downward facing dog is our destination. So in your own time and even in your own way, you can start your own transition back to down dog. Very nice, everyone. Beautiful, friends. So back in your dog pose, lift your hips really high. So even if it means you have a big bend in your knees, totally fine. Imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So rather than feeling like all of the weight is down in your hands, use your strong core to lift you up. Spread your fingers really wide and press down through your fingertips. So you're like a gecko holding onto a screen door with your fingertips. And then where's your breath? Is it still there? Holding and supporting you from the inside. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze forward, and however you want to get there, feet to the top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Once you have arrived, we'll hang out here for a few breaths. Invitation to bring your feet at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Make sure all of your toes face forward. And then notice, are you locking out your knees and rocking back into your heels? If so, see if you can do the opposite. So bend your knees a little or even a lot. Rock forward so weight is in your toes and the balls of your feet. Your heels are really light. So if I came up behind you and wanted to slide a piece of paper under your heels, you can lift your heels super easily. And then feel your core again. Feel that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up. So lift your butt towards the sky. Relax your neck, crown towards the ground. So you're not looking forward. Neck is not straining. Breathe into the back of your neck and feel the length there. Take one more round in your fold. Very nice, you guys. Inhale to a halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back. Hug your shoulder blades towards your spine. Exhale, fold. Do that one more time. Halfway lift. So top of your head reaches forward. Tops of your thighs press back. See if you can feel your sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold. And then this time we'll come all the way up. So come through that halfway lift with a nice long spine. Rise, arms reach overhead. Hands to your heart, exhale. With your breath, let's flow for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down slowly. Beautiful, everyone. As you inhale, lift halfway, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold, let it go. Find emptiness, connect to your center from that place. Rise, arms overhead as you inhale. Good job. Those in the front, nice job making space for yourself. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's take that just one more time. Breath to movement. Inhale, high mountain. And slow dive as you exhale. Your hands can always come to a prayer position at your third eye if you don't have space to reach out to both sides. You can also reach straight forward. As you inhale, halfway lift. So feel all that length, all that space, lengthen your side bodies. Exhale, let it go. Nice, Jana. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart if you can, all the way up. Very nice. Arms reach and hands to heart center. Beautiful breath. Inhale, arms to the sky. Now pause. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. Little bend in your elbows. And then send your hips towards the windows as you pull your upper body towards the opposite wall. So you're gently tugging on your left wrist, but rather than pulling your left shoulder out of the socket, plug it in. So left shoulder back and down. As you pull with your right arm, you're resisting with your left arm. As you sway your hips to the left side of the room, see if you can feel that length in your left side and your left waistline. Breathe into it. One more round. Good job. Inhale, nice, Emma. Back to center. Switch your grip. So grab your right wrist, turn your palm towards the windows. and then up and over. So you're creating a crescent moon shape in your body. Lots of weight in your right foot, especially the inner edge. Good. Breathe into your right waistline and breathe into the space in between your right ribs. One more round. Nice, Jen. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. And if you are able, you can reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe even add a little baby back bend. So press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs like you're hugging an invisible yoga block. Puff up your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, take it all the way down into your fold. Nice, Josh. Stay here for about 3 rounds. So fingers are interlaced behind you. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Weight slightly forward. Feel your strong core and use it to lift your sit bones. Work the opening in your shoulders. Use it to lift your knuckles. Nice work, friends. Relax your neck. Maybe you give your head a little shake or a little nod. Good, Rose. One more inhale. Nice, Alyssa. Exhale, hands to low back, then release your clasp. Awesome, Andrea. Let your arms hang down. Give them a little shaky shake or give your head a little shake. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana, realign. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank or modified plank. Pause right here. So take a moment, find your strength. Spread your fingers really wide and push the ground away. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back. So kind of like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Your belly stays strong, your shoulders stay strong. If your knees are lifted, even the front of your thighs are engaged. Your quads are turned on. One more inhale, that little tiny rock forward. Exhale, keep that lower halfway down. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up. Awesome, Andrea. Exhale, one more like that. Halfway down. Strong arms, strong belly. Nice, Mary Jo. Inhale, press up. And exhale all the way to your belly. Nice work. Spider-Man Cobra. So hands frame your yoga mat up to your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Doesn't have to be super high. As you exhale, see if you can stay on your fingertips, twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale back to center, lift your heart, tone your belly. Exhale, other side. So right shoulder dip, gaze over left shoulder. Inhale back to center, lift your heart, press down through your pelvis. One more time each way, go at your own pace. So feel front body, back body, side bodies, shoulders, lower body, feet. There's so much to notice. Inhale eventually brings you back to center. You can hold there as long as you want to. When you are ready, find your way back to down dog. Ujjayi breath. Reconnect if you've lost it. So I know I harp on Ujjayi breath. Sometimes I feel like a broken record. For me personally, when I figured out Ujjayi breath, when it finally clicked for me, that's when I fell in love with the practice of yoga. That's kind of when it all made sense. So if you haven't gotten Ujjayi breath, don't just give up. See if you can keep exploring. Stay curious. I love the aha moments that yoga gives us. Even when we've been practicing for 10 years, for 20 years, there's so much that we can discover. There's so much that we don't even know is there to be discovered. So use your breath, use your awareness every single time you step onto your mat. Take a couple more rounds in your down dog. Relax through your facial muscles. So every pose, we're looking for that balance of strength, stability, with softness and flexibility, mobility. So you should never feel like you're just everting everything, and you should never feel like you're just letting go of everything. It's right there in the middle. Find the happy medium. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or float, forward fold. Nice, James, halfway lift, breathe in. Nice mix. And as you exhale, let it go. Take it all the way up, arms to the sky, reach. And hands to heart center, exhale. Nice job, everyone. Inhale, arms reach up. Breath to movement for just a moment. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch. Hips go left. Upper body reaches right. All the way to empty in your breath. And then inhale through center. Switch your grip. Other side as you exhale. Up and then over. Lots of weight in right foot especially. Inhale back up. Now listen, baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades as you puff up your chest, gaze up. Inhale, re-extend, neutralize your pelvis, neutralize your spine. Exhale, take your dive down slowly, forward fold. Beautiful, my friends. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. This time it's yours. You can add push-ups. You can take it on your knees. So however you want to get back to down dog. Move through your vinyasa. No hurry. Let your breath guide you. Good reach. And then Ujjayi breath. Reconnect. Keep them bent and just lift your hips. Keep them bent, keep them bent, lift your hips. Yeah, so keep them bent and just focus on lifting from here. That's awesome. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Good, and if you want to, feel free to open your hip. Feel free to explore a little bit. Maybe roll out your ankle. Maybe circle your leg around. Keep your strong hands on the ground. Keep your connection to center. And keep your breath there. Powerful, strong, vibrant. Soft through your face. Unclench your jaw. Take one more inhale. Make your right leg long, strong, powerful. Good. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your back. Hollow out your belly. Stay here. Breathe in. See if you can lift higher onto your back. Tippy toes. Lift your waistline. Step forward softly. So nice, everybody. Crescent lunge. Take your time to rise. Nice, Charles. So strong through your legs. All 10 toes face forward. Energetically hug in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. You're not just sinking as deep as you can. You're finding that balance. Mobility, stability. And then your upper body, that's your expression. So feel into it. You don't have to do anything different, but what do you want to embody? You want to spread your fingers? Do you want to bend your elbows and soften through your hands? So whatever you're doing, you're just doing it intentionally on purpose. Very nice. Take one more inhale into your crescent lunge. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So stay in your lunge, but just hinge forward and reach your arms back behind you like a diagonal line from the crown of your head back to your heel. Now notice, are you rounding your back? See if you can create a cobra in your heart. So lift your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Like you're in a little bit of a back bend. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. You can stay here or push into your front foot and float your back foot off the ground. So what we're going for is a smiley face shape. Awesome, Erin. From the top of your head back to your heel. Hips are square. Nice, breathe. Bend your standing leg if it helps. Hug in with your shoulder blades. And then use your inner thigh strength. Lift your back heel level with front shoulders. Last big breath. Amazing, friends. Nice tiff. Come back to crescent lunge. See if you can land softly. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Bring your hands to the ground. Ah. All right, we're not going to do this in our flow, but for right now, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot and walk your right foot all the way out to the width of your yoga mat. Maybe it even comes off of your mat. Now, here are your options. I'm going to give you a few. First option is to bring your back knee down. You can untuck your back toes. Let your hips move towards the ground as you lift your heart. Maybe you're even on your fingertips. Or you can do the exact opposite of that. Lift your hips high and lower your heart down. So the first one, we'll work the opening in the front of your left hip, those hip flexor muscles. The second one, we'll work your right hip, the mobility there. You could also go for cat grabs its tail if that's in your practice or any other variation you want to take. We'll be here for about 3 more rounds. So feel free to move around and explore. Try not to let your right knee fall in or collapse in. So if it helps, you can pivot your right toes out to the right a little bit, or even roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Nice, honey. Really good, you guys. Exhale out your mouth if it helps. Ah, nice, Kim. All right, back up on your hands or your fingertips if you're not there already. And then walk your right foot back to midline so you're framing it with your hands. If your back knee is on the ground, lift it back up. Now listen, pivot your back heel down and rise up to a warrior two stance. So right toes face directly forward and left toes face directly to the left. Good. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. So press into the outer edges of both of your feet. And then as you bend your front knee a lot, see if you can feel just as much strength and power in your back leg as you feel in your front leg. Next time you inhale, reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall. So those of you in the front, see if you can touch the wall. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, only your arms have to change. Side angle, right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Any variation you want to take. So maybe right elbow to right thigh. Maybe left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe a half or a full bind. Lots of options. Keep your heart open. Keep your hips open. Yes, good. Beautiful, friends. Nice, Mike. Wherever you are at, be in your body. Feel whatever there is to feel. Good, Letty. All right, stay in your legs. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. So press into your feet, rise up, reach back. Your front palm rotates up to face the sky as you reach up and back. Sometimes I like to take my left hand up and grab my right wrist. You can use that as gentle leverage. See if you can create more length in your right side. Pump up your right rib cage. Yeah, variations welcome. Front knee tracks towards your pinky toe. As you bend your front knee, lift your right ribs away from your right hip. Take one more inhale. Nice, Ali. Exhale. Come back to a warrior two stance just for a moment. We're not going to do this in our flow, but for right now, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So all of your toes face the windows or the long edge of your mat. Arms to the sky. Inhale. You might be able to take a swan dive, or you might have to go like clockwise or counterclockwise, but however you need to get down, all the way down into a wide-legged fold. Yeah, you could roll down if you want to. Good. So once you're there, you've got about 5 to 7 breaths, and you can just hang out if you want, or you can explore, you can play. You can get curious. You can bend and straighten your legs a few times. You can bend one knee and then the other knee, Skandasana. You could twist, headstand, handstand, hops. Yes, love it. What's there to be felt or to be explored in your body today? So how do we create a relationship with our body? Most of us, or I should say most people out there, they don't have much of a relationship with their body. They just kind of walk around. They're up in their mind. They're unattached. The only time they feel their body is when they have to go to the doctor or when they get injured. So we are trying to tune in here. We're like, hey, body, what's going on? We're not trying to fix anything. We're not trying to change anything. We're just getting curious. We're creating a relationship with our body the same way we create a relationship with another human being, by connecting, by holding space and giving time and energy to what's going on. So that's what you're doing here on your mat. It doesn't matter. The poses are just tools to bring us deeper into our bodies, help us connect. Take one last breath. Good job, friends. Hands or fingertips to the ground. So if you need to bend your knees a little or a lot, that's fine. Walk your hands to the top of your space. You'll be in a low lunge position. From low lunge, listen. This is a big movement. Root into your right foot all the way up to a standing staff. Left knee lifts. So if you need to use your left foot to help you up, please do. Left knee lifts, hug in with your inner thighs, flex through your toes. Good. Slow, deep breath. Soften your face. not straining, nothing forceful or aggressive. Take one more inhale. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. So bend your right knee, figure four with your legs, swing your arms back behind you. Sit back into a one-legged chair. So weight is in your right heel. For a moment, just feel what it feels like to reach your arms back. Keep your heart slightly lifted. Feel your core. Stay here, or you can explore. So we'll be here for about 3, 4, 5 more rounds. Feel free to play. You take it into a forward fold. You could play with an arm balance. Yeah, I love it, James. Awesome, Charles. You're falling in and out. Cool, meet yourself right there. That's your practice today. Beautiful, friends. Nice, Allie. All right, let's slowly start to make our way back to a standing staff position. So left knee lifts, arms reach up. If you want extra, you could extend your left leg forward, press through your heel. One more inhale. Now listen, curtsy bow. Swing your left leg around, left toes off the right edge of your mat. Bend your knees, stick your butt out, reach your arms back, gazes on the ground. Inhale, extended leg curtsy. So legs stay the same, but reach up. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, square your hips. One more like that. Exhale, curtsy bow. Good. Extended leg curtsy, stretch, lengthen. And then last time, bow. This time as you inhale, high mountain. So both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive all the way down into your fold. Lift halfway with your in-breath. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa however you want, or skip it all together. See you back in downward facing dog. Nice, everybody. Ujjayi breath. So can you not only feel your breath, can you hear your breath? It's almost like a Darth Vader breath. Humming on the inside. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Yes, good. If you want to, nice, Lindsay, you can open your hip. You can explore a bit. So it doesn't have to be what you did on the other side, but what do you feel on this side? What's going on in your left leg and your left hip? Is your breath still there? Is that connection to center still there? Take one more inhale, push the ground away and lengthen your left leg as long as you can. Exhale, left knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, round your back, stay here, breathe in, lift your back, tippy toes, nice Paul, and then step forward softly. Good, Alyssa, rise in your own time, crescent lunge. Beautiful. So all of your toes face forward, hips are square. Your feet aren't on a balance beam, but they're on 2 train tracks. So feel the stability in your legs and your foundation. Hug in towards midline. Front hip draws back, back hip draws forward. And then grow your upper body into your expression. So whatever that is for you today, just as long as it's on purpose. One more inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So like we did before, lift your heart, shoulder blades hug your spine. So feel the engagement of your back body first. If you want, you can stay here. Otherwise, root into your front foot, float your back foot up. Full airplane pose. So going for that smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel. Yes. Breathe. Nice, Bryn. Beautiful poses. Square through your hips, strong through your back foot. So spread your toes, lift your heel, last round. Beautiful work, nice, Shelly. Come back to your crescent lunge, soft landing. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the earth. And just for a moment, hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out wide. So we'll pause here, but we won't do this in our breath to movement flow. You know where to go, same options as the other side, but you don't have to do the same thing as the other side. So maybe your back knee comes down, your hips lower down as your heart lifts up. Maybe just the opposite, hips lift, heart lowers. Maybe there's somewhere else you want to explore. Nice summer. So cat grabs its tail, awesome paw, or an arm balance even. Take about 3 more deep breaths. Open mouth exhales at any time. So when you're taking really big, deep breaths, there's a lot to feel. If it feels like too much, give it somewhere to go. Open your mouth, sigh it out. All right. Come back up to your hands if you're not there already, and walk your left foot back to midline. So you're framing your left foot once again. Lift your back knee if it's down. Pivot your back heel down. Set up your warrior 2 stance and windmill your arms up. Yes, good. So left toes face directly forward, right toes face directly to the right. I know it's easier to kind of stick your butt out behind you, but see if instead you can wrap your left butt cheek underneath you and feel the front of your hips open. Shoulders for now are stacked right on top of your hips. See if you can find a softness through your face and your shoulders. Next time you breathe in, reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall. So reach, 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 feel your rib cage slide. And then when you can't reach anymore, side angle posture, tip it over, left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or maybe right arm forward, bicep next to ear. Good, beautiful. Keep your back foot rooted, press into the outer edges of your feet. Bind or half bind is welcome. Couple more breaths. Heart open, hips open. Make sure your breath can flow through. So again, nothing is strained, forced, or aggressive. Next time you inhale, nice kai. Reverse your warrior. So rise up, reach back, stay in your legs. If your front leg needs a break, straighten it out for a minute and then bend it again. Good. Track it open towards your pinky toe. Puff up your left rib cage if you want to. You can grab hold of your left wrist. And rather than just pulling and collapsing, that little bit of resistance. Left shoulder stays plugged in. Last couple of breaths here. Good, everybody. Next time you inhale, let's come back to a warrior 2 for just a moment. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. And then bring your heels in, point your toes out, bend your knees, hands to thighs. So you're in a wide-legged squat position this time. So heels in, toes out, get as low as you can in your legs, and try to press your knees towards the wall behind you. So rather than letting them fall in. Now, we'll take a couple of twists. So next time you inhale, we're just gonna stick our butts out and lift our heart up like a standing cow pose. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room, dip your left shoulder down, gaze over right shoulder, hold here for a full round of breath. See if you can press your knees open wider, breathe all the way down to your belly. Inhale through center, lift your heart. Exhale, twist towards the front, all the way to emptying your breath, and then stay for another round. Knees wide, low in your legs. Inhale, center. Little bit faster. Exhale to the back, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center. Good. To the front. Exhale. Nice job, friends. Inhale, center. You want to hang out a little longer? Please feel free. Whenever you are ready, we'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. So you can make your own transition down into your wide-legged fold in your own time. Big deep breath. Anywhere you want to go. Got about 5 more rounds here. So if nothing else, just hang out and be in your body. Notice what you feel, not inside or not outside with your mind. Your mind doesn't feel, it just thinks. So feel inside, feel sensation, feel energy, feel even emotions. If you feel anxious right now, Let yourself feel that anxiety. Where do you feel it? In your belly, in your chest, in your throat? If you feel sad, where do you feel that in your body? If you feel happy, where do you feel it in your body? We're just getting curious. What's there to be discovered? Take one last round. Hands or fingertips to the ground. Bend your knees as needed. Nice job, everyone. Walk your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward. So come back into a low lunge position. From your low lunge, all the way to the top of your mat, standing staff pose. So left foot roots down, rise up. Right knee lifts, right toes flex back towards your shin. So switch out your legs, back. Switch them out. Right knee lifts, flex your right toes back. Focus your gaze. Take one more inhale. Nice job. And then exhale, figure four with your legs, chair plane arms. So sit back, one-legged chair, arms reach back. And it's like you're folding yourself at your hip. So you can bring your upper body closer to your legs as you reach your butt back and you feel that connection to your center. If you want to play a bit, explore a bit on this side, go for it. If you fall out, awesome. That means you're doing something that's challenging you. So meet yourself right there with compassion, with playfulness rather than criticism. Come back when you're ready. Nice, Kim. Good job. Slowly, let's come back. Nice, legs up into a standing staff position, friends. So if possible, staying balanced on your left foot. Right knee lifts. And if you want even more, right leg extends forward. Press through your heel. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. Exhale, we've got our curtsy bow. Swing your right leg around. So use your right hip mobility. Right toes off the left edge of your mat. Bend your knees. Stick your butt out. Reach your arms back. Inhale, extended leg curtsy. So reach up, everything lengthens. Exhale, bow. Legs stay the same. Good. Inhale, reach. Keep your legs the same, just a little longer. Feel the length of your right side. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, stick your butt out. Good. This time, high mountain. Reach up, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky, full body stretch. Dive down slowly into your fold. Good. Lift halfway. Inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands, feet back, however you would like to take your vinyasa. And it can end up in down dog. You can end up in down dog or child's pose. So you choose. Big, deep breath. Open mouth sighs are welcome. So we will move through that entire sequence again, a couple more times. And this time it's going to be a little faster. And I don't mean fast, like we speed through it with momentum as fast as we can. But I mean one breath, one movement. So we're going faster, but we're moving slowly and intentionally with our slow, deep breaths. So if you feel like I'm cueing too slow, see if you can breathe slower, breathe bigger, breathe deeper. If at any time you want to take a little break, please do so. Honor whatever you need always. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Fire it up. Inhale, push the ground away, lift your hips high. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift position. Get all the rounding out of your back. Lengthen. Yes, Lindsay. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, take it all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. Big inhale as you stretch tall. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms reach. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side body stretch up and over to your right. Send your hips left. Through center with your inhale. Switch your grip. Other side, up and over. All the way to emptiness. Reach. Inhale, back up. Baby back bend. Exhale, navel to spine. Protects low back as you curl open. Re-extend, realign, feel into a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, dive down slowly. Beautiful. Nice, jhana. Lift halfway. Breathe in, lengthen. Nice, Emma. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Maybe you even hold empty as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Nice, Beth. Exhale, down dog. Take your hips back. Right leg to the sky. Breathe in. Now listen. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can on your arm. Maybe even bend your elbows out, a little push up. Inhale, back up. Nice, Erin. Nice, Andrea. Exhale, everybody knee to your nose. And then step through softly, low lunge. Rise, crescent lunge. Breathe in, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane. Float your back foot off the ground and fly. Come back to crescent, soft landing. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands to the ground. Listen, pivot your back heel down. Warrior two, inhale, rise. Side angle pose. Exhale, reach forward and tip it over. Empty out in your breath. Stay in your legs. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, rise up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Now listen, exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, standing staff. All the way up, left knee lifts, flex your left toes. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. So sit back and reach back. Weight in your right heel. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend left leg if you want. Exhale, curtsy bow. Swing it around. Swing your arms back. Gaze down as you bow. Inhale, extended leg curtsy. Exhale, bow. And then listen, high mountain, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Dive down with your exhalation, slowly forward fold. Beautiful, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga dandasana. Skip it if you'd rather. Feel your heart open, breathe in. Take your hips up and back, breathe out. Very nice, my friends. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. You can hold if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your strong obliques. Inhale, back up. Left to left. Aim for your armpit. Add that push-up if you want. Nice, Charles. Inhale, back up. Yeah, just laugh at him, Kim. Exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. And step forward, low lunge. Crescent, inhale, rise. Exhale, you choose airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Nice, breathe. Come back to your lunge pose, soft landing if possible. Inhale. Steady. Exhale, hands come down. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to emptiness. Stay in your legs, inhale, reverse. Reach to your left side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot, press into your left foot, all the way up, standing staff, top of your mat, right knee lift. Flex your right toe. Figure four with chair plane arms, sit back, exhale. Inhale, standing staff. You could extend right leg if you want. And exhale, curtsy bow. Swing your right leg around, hinge at your hips, reach back. Extended leg curtsy, reach up. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, one more time, bow. Ah, yes, high mountain, both feet on your mat. Both arms to the sky. And as you exhale, dive down slowly into your fold. Nice, Josh. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, however you want to take your vinyasa. End up in down dog, or if you need a quick child's pose or a quick drink of water, go for it. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs. We'll move through that entire flow one more time. And this time I'm going to add in a few more things. So we'll take a few pauses, throw in a few new poses. If at any time you want to do something different, you want to take a break, always, that is your choice. So full permission to take care of yourself in my class, whatever that looks like for you. All right, if you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Big, huge inhale as you push the ground away. Lift your hips high. Exhale, look to the top of your mat. Step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift position with your inhale. And let it go, exhale. All the way up, big full body stretch at the top as you breathe in. And hands to heart center, breathe out. Last round, here we go. Inhale, arms reach. You can grab your left wrist or you're welcome to make it your own. Exhale, side body stretch to your right, hips go left. Through center with your inhale, realign, neutralize, and then other side as you exhale. Use your breath all the way to empty. Inhale back to center. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lift your heart, puff up your chest. Now listen, inhale, high mountain, realign. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float up to your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain, all the way up as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes a little longer. Slow dive down. So big balance challenge. Stick your butt out. Feel your core. Yes. Awesome. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Keep that exhale going as you lower down slowly. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down away from your ears. Nice Ali, exhale, down dog. Right leg high, inhale. You may hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Good breathing, right to right. Aim for your armpit. Add the push-up if you want it. Inhale, back up. Lengthen. Now everyone knee to your nose. Step forward super softly. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Inhale, back to crescent. Soft landing, maybe. Good. Exhale, hands down. Pause in your low lunge, friends. We're going to add a twist. So left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Keep your legs strong, especially your back leg. If you want to bring your back knee down to modify, absolutely fine. If you want to play with this pose, feel free. One way to play, see if you can hover your left hand above the ground and nothing else changes. Yeah, so nice. Take one last round. Good job. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Pivot back, heel down. Warrior two, breathe in and rise. Exhale, reach forward and tip it over, side angle posture. Stay in your legs, reverse warrior, rise up, reach back. Now listen, exhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, set up for triangle pose. So you might shorten your stance by just an inch or so, not too much. Imagine your left hip is being pulled towards the back wall and reach your right hand towards the front wall like you're trying to touch it. When you can't reach anymore, right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Right hand may come to a block or your front shin. If you want more here, your left arm might reach forward, bicep next to your ear, so lengthen through your left side. If you still want more, and you can hold the integrity of the pose in your legs, you might reach both arms forward like you're holding an invisible block in between your palms. Awesome, Rose. Nice, Mike. Breathe. Where is your breath? 2 more. Strong feet on the ground. Nice job, friends. All right, from the press of your feet, inhale, reverse triangle. So rise up, reach up, lengthen your right side. Just reach slightly back. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge position. Inhale all the way up to your standing staff pose. Now listen here. Instead of figure 4, we're going into a tree pose. Open your left knee out to the left. Place your left foot on your right leg. You can go for inner thigh. You can go for inner calf, even inner ankle with your tiptoes on the ground. Hug in. So press your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. Little tone in your belly. So feel your belly button, pull in and up just slightly. And if you want to play with a little bit of movement in your branches, go for it. If you want to play with moving your gaze up or down, go for it. Maybe you fall out, come back when you're ready. You've got about 2 or 3 more. Like zipping up a zipper through your midline. Everything's hugging in, reaching up, lengthening. Good job. Nice poses. Everybody slowly come back to standing staff. So release your foot. Left knee faces forward. If you want to, you can extend your left leg. One more inhale. Curtsy bow, swing your left leg around, bend your knees, stick your butt out, gaze down, reach back. Inhale, extended leg, curtsy, stretch. Curtsy bow, exhale, one more. Inhale, high mountain. You can stay here and hold our invitation for a baby back bend. Exhale, curl open, navel to spine, protect low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now everybody dive all the way down into your fold. Nice, Jen. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga or skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Left leg high, breathe in. Hold here, or left knee, right elbow. Use your strong side abdominals. Inhale, reach. Left to left, aim for your armpit. Yes, inhale, back up. Everybody, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly and step through softly. Crescent lunge as you inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane lunge, or one more chance to fly on this side. Very nice. Back to crescent. Nice, Mary Jo. Awesome, Meg. Heart lift. Exhale, hands down. Pause in your low lunge, friends. Revolve lunge. So right hand on the ground or a block. Left arm to the sky for your twist. Back knee can come down to modify. Otherwise, your back leg feels just as powerful as your front leg. Nice, honey. If there's any variation you want to work with, go for it. If you want to test, are your legs strong? Is your core engaged? See if you can hover your right hand above the ground. Nothing else changes. Awesome variations. Last round. Bottom of your exhale, release. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior 2, breathe in and rise. Side angle posture. Reach forward, tip it over. Everything stays open. Stay in your legs, reverse your warrior all the way up and back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Now exhale, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, set up your triangle. So perhaps shortening your stance just a teeny tiny bit. Hips are pulling towards the back wall as you reach towards the front wall. And then when you can't reach anymore, just your arms change. Left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky. Yes, good. Nice, Letty. So if you want to stay right here, perfect. If you would like, right arm can reach forward, bicep next to ear. And if you still want more, make sure you can hold your strong structure of the pose in your legs. Both arms reach forward. Hold that invisible yoga block in between your palms. Heart is open, hips are open. Last couple breaths. from the press of your feet. Reverse triangle. Inhale all the way up and just reach slightly back, lengthen left side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. All the way up, standing staff pose, rise. Now remember, pause here, tree pose. Open your right knee out to the right and place your foot on your leg wherever you would like. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same place. You put it on the other side. Hug in, so press foot into leg, leg into foot. Make sure you're not sinking into your outer left hip. If you want to explore a little bit of movement in your upper body and your branches, go for it. Maybe you explore your gaze. Notice if it feels like you're sticking your butt out. If so, tone your belly, lengthen through your low spine. Last couple breaths. Really nice, everybody. Let's ever so slowly come back to a standing staff. The right knee facing straight forward. One last time. Inhale, extend right leg if you want. Exhale, curtsy bow. Inhale, extended leg curtsy, reach up. Exhale, curtsy bow. One more time. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, optional back bend, open. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach. Now slow dive all the way down. Beautiful, my friends. Halfway lift. Nice reach. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa, however you would like. This time, let's end up in screaming toe pose. I know that name is so awful. But to get into screaming toe, so you might come back to down dog and then just set your knees down. You want your knees hips width distance apart, toes curled under, and then sit back onto your heels. Hug in with your inner heels, so you don't want your heels to drift apart, hug in. And if this feels like a lot on your feet, maybe you have a block in front of you, or you could just bring your fingertips to the ground in front of you, lift your hips whenever you need to. So sit back, screaming toe pose. That means your toes are gonna start screaming. That heat's gonna build, send your breath there. You can just rest your hands in your lap. If you want, you can just gently stretch to your neck. So just kind of moving your head either side to side or around in little circles. And just slow, spacious breath. Send them down into your feet. Take about 3 more rounds here. Bottom of your next exhale. Come forward to your hands and your knees. Uncurl your toes and give the tops of your feet a little pitter-patter tap on the ground. And then as you are ready, downward facing dog. As you lift your hips up and back, feel all that new awareness in your feet and your toes. Good job, you guys. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space. We will come into a pyramid stance this time. So step your back foot forward so that both of your feet are flat on the ground. I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Traditionally, and some people prefer their feet on a balance beam with their back foot at about a 30-degree angle. So what feels best in your body? You choose. Halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips. And then press into your feet and come all the way up to a standing position. Check in with your hips. So look down, see that they are straight across from one another. So if you need to, if your right hip is forward of your left, then kind of adjust. Take your arms to the sky. Good. All right, inhale here. As you exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Twist to your right side. Squeeze your inner thighs. Pull your right hip back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot. Broaden through the front of your shoulders. If you want a balance challenge, see if you can gaze back over your right shoulder. Nice work. One last breath. Awesome, Beth. Inhale, unwind your upper body. Legs stay the same. Now exhale, pull your right butt cheek back as you reach your heart forward. So maybe you're bending your right knee a little or a lot. Dive down and then fold in. Forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. So at the bottom of each exhale, see if you can fold just a little bit further from the inside. And if you get that little shaky shake in your front leg, not a bad thing at all. And you've met an edge. So be with it, soften around it, send it your breath. Give yourself one last round and see if as you exhale, you can dive even deeper, all the way to emptiness. And then bottom of your exhalation, standing splits is where we're headed. So hands or fingertips on the ground, crawl them forward and float your back leg to the sky. Yes. So just like a one-legged forward fold, you can stay in your standing splits, or option to open up into a balancing half moon. So right hand on the ground or a block, left hand to hip perhaps as you open. But the intention is to open your hips, stack left hip on top of right. Yes, and then maybe extend your left arm up. If you want, you could even bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, find Ardha Chandra Chapasana, the bound variation. Yes, beautiful. Wherever you are at, wherever you are exploring, breath is right there. Last couple rounds. Amazing, everybody. However you need to get there, forward fold at the top of your yoga mat. Set your left foot down, nice and easy. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart and bend your knees a lot for just a second. Bring your hands to the outsides of your legs. And then you're going to thread your hands through your legs and grab the opposite shin. So right hand grabs left shin, left hand grabs right shin. And then once you've got that, see if you can start to lift your butt up a little bit. So think butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. Use your core. If it's way too much, you do not have to take it. It's a very active way of being in a forward fold. Breathe into your back body. So nice. Good. Bottom of your next exhalation, all the way to empty, then release your arms. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's roll. Super slow roll up to stand. Let your arms hang, let your head hang. Roll one vertebra at a time. Only at the very top does your head stack. And then once your head stacks, take a few rolls with your shoulders up, back, and down. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and keep them there, palms open towards the front of the room. So if it helps, you can bring your arms out a little bit wider. This is called mountain pose Tadasana. So you're standing like a mountain. Close your eyes. From the inside, feel the space inside of you vast. From the inside, feel your feet on the ground. Draw up through the crown of your head, broaden through the front of your shoulders, and breathe into every little space inside of your body. So mountain pose, what does it feel like to embody a mountain? Just getting curious. Good job, stage. You are breathing as big as you can and whole, just like we did at the beginning of class. When you think you are full, see if you can take an extra sip. Take up space and feel it fully. Open mouth sigh. Good job. Come back to Ujjayi. Switch it back on. Arms reach up. Inhale. And dive down ever so slowly into your fold. Beautiful. Lift halfway as you inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands, feet back, plank, pause, side plank. Right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered, or you could absolutely bring your right knee to the ground or even your right forearm to the ground to modify. If your knee is not on the ground, lift your hips as high as you can. So the higher you can get your hips, the less weight you'll feel in your shoulder and your wrist. Maybe left arm reaches forward, maybe left leg floats up. Last big deep breath. Awesome, Ali. And then slowly, plank or modified, inhale at the top, push the ground away, find your strength. Lower slowly. Start in just a little baby cobra, so nice and low. See if you can float your hands up, reach your hands back, float your feet up, reach your toes back, locust pose. Hug in with inner thighs. Lift using the strength in your mid and your upper back. Breathe down into your belly. Back of your neck is long. One more inhale, lift, lift, lift. And let it go. Ah. Take your time to find your way back to down dog. So about 3 to 5 breaths, however you want to get there, whatever movement you want to take to get there. Big, spacious breath. Ah. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through softly. And then pyramid stance. Back foot steps forward as much as it needs to, so both feet are flat on the ground. Feet on 2 train tracks. All 10 toes face forward or on a balance beam, and your back foot's at a little bit of an angle. Come to a halfway lift position, hands to hips. And then rise all the way up. So unhinge and rise up. Check in with your hips, check in with your legs. So make sure if all of your toes are facing forward that you're not standing on a balance beam, or it's going to be really, really hard. So 2 train tracks or back foot at an angle. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward, arms to the sky whenever you're ready. Take one more inhale as you reach up high, lengthen through your side bodies. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your left foot and pull your left hip back. Broaden your shoulders. Reach through your fingertips like you have great big wings. Maybe even gaze over your left shoulder behind you to challenge your balance. Take one last breath. Work your twists. Very nice. Unwind your upper body only. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale. Hinge at your hips. Pull your left hip back, your left butt cheek back as you dive down. And then work your fold. So breath by breath, just allowing your body to melt into the pose. So even if it's super uncomfortable, can you be with discomfort for a few rounds of breath? And rather than getting so angry and so frustrated, to soften. Or maybe you get so angry and so frustrated, but you just meet yourself right there. You're like, wow, I'm getting so angry about being in this position for a few breaths. That's so interesting. So this is a practice that we show up for, not to fix ourselves, not to change ourselves, but to meet ourselves right where we are at and really connect. And then we can move forward from that place of connection, knowing what we need rather than just reacting to what's happening outside of us all the time. Take your last big breath and work your fold a little bit deeper. So very nice. Bottom of your exhale, standing splits. Start to work your hands forward. Maybe you take blocks with you. Float your back leg up like a one-legged forward fold. That's all it is. If you would like to, you can open it up into a balancing half moon at any time. So at some point, perhaps your hips open. Your right arm reaches up. If you want to go for the bound variation, Ardha Chandra Tripadasana, sugarcane variation, feel free. If there's anywhere else you're playing, I love it. If your back leg feels so super heavy, can you make your back leg stronger, make your back foot more active? One last huge breath in your pose. And then slowly, nice and easy, forward fold top of your space. Set your right foot down and give your left leg a little shaky shake. All right, bend your knees a lot and wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. So index and middle finger, grab hold of your big toes. And once you've got that wrap, see if you can keep it. You can keep a bend in your knees, but inhale to a halfway lift. So try to stick your butt out and reach the top of your head forward. Press back through the tops of your thighs. Exhale, keep your fingers wrapped and work your fold. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Try not to roll onto the outer edges of your feet, but press your big toes down. So it's an active way of being in a forward fold, of working your forward fold breath by breath. Nice breathe. Soft face, soft jaw. Not forcing, but gently encouraging a little more space. Awesome, Josh. Nice variation. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into a plank position. Side plank, left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Feet stacked or staggered, or absolutely bring your left knee down. Good, Beth. Bring your left forearm down if you've got stuff going on with your wrist, perhaps. The more your hips are sinking, the harder this is going to feel. So lift your hips like you're trying to create a crescent moon, like you're trying to create a rainbow or an arch. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg lifts. Yes, lift, lift, lift. Soften around it. Last big, huge breath. Awesome, Tiff. Good, Summer. And then slowly plank or modified. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Slowly to the ground, all the way to your belly. Last belly back bend. Start low, baby cobra. Locust pose, just like before. Float hands up, reach hands back. Float feet up, reach toes back. Now, options. You can either interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can take your full floor bow. Bend your knees, grab your ankles or the tops of your feet. Use the gentle leverage to lift higher, open more. Everybody, all variations, inner thighs hug in. So if you're widening your knees, you're just dumping into your low back, crunching up in your low back. It's not good for us. So we want to hug in with our inner thighs, lift from mid and upper back. It's different, I know. Active toes, active feet. Take one last inhale, lift, lift, lift. And let it go. Take a moment, just rest, just breathe. And then from here, everyone, all you're gonna do is roll over onto your back. So you can keep your head facing forward unless it's bothering you, then you can switch sides. But just roll over, and you might need to kind of scoot yourself back to the center of your mat. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in and gently rock side to side. And then set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. We'll take a supine pigeon today. Extend your right leg to the sky, flex your toes. Figure 4, outer right ankle, top of left thigh. So you can keep your left foot down, or you can pick up your left foot and grab hold behind your left thigh. And gently draw in with your arms as you resist with your legs. Just breathe down into your hip. Nothing. Good job, everybody. Take a couple more breaths. And then if you do happen to have your left foot lifted, set it back on the ground. Extend your right leg up one more time. And either flex your toes or point your toes. I don't care which one. Keep your right leg strong and straight and lower it down as slowly as possible. So nothing else moves but your right leg. Slow, slow, slow. Stays extended and eventually rests on the ground. Once your right leg is resting on the ground, draw your left knee up towards your left armpit. So hands around the front of your left shin. If it's too much, back of your left thigh is fine. Hug your left knee in and up and also out towards your armpit. So not towards your chest, but out to the side. As you hug it in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take a couple big Buddha belly breaths. Ah, yes. And then after a couple big Buddha belly breaths, half happy baby with your left leg. So keep your right leg like there's a heavy sandbag on top of it. If it feels like too much, you can bend your right knee, sole of your foot on the ground instead. Half happy baby with your left leg. So your arm is inside your knee, your elbow inside your knee. Pull down with your arm as you press up through your heel. Flex your toes. Good. And then release your left leg. Take it out next to your right leg. And take a little micro shavasana for a moment. So maybe close your eyes and just feel your body. Feel the difference. Right leg, left leg. Do they feel different? Maybe, maybe not. Without moving your legs, without looking down at your legs, without touching your legs, how do you know they are still there? Can you feel them from the inside? So that is body awareness. That is somatic awareness. A lot of people don't have it. You have to slow down and tune in. So can you feel the energy in your legs? Can you connect with that? You could do that with every single other part of your body. One leg at a time, draw your knees in towards your belly and take a little rock from side to side. Set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. Extend your left leg up, flex your toes back. And then figure four, supine pigeon, outer left ankle, top of right thigh. And you choose how deep you want to take it. So your right foot can stay on the ground if you'd prefer, or you can lift your right foot and grab hold of your right thigh or your right shin. You can rock it out a little bit, side to side. We don't come to one yoga class and all of a sudden we have a connection to our bodies. We build a connection with our bodies. We build a relationship with our bodies by showing up over and over and over again. Taking time to tune in. Just get curious. So we really don't know all the answers about what's going on inside of us. But just by getting curious, our body will start to tell us slowly. Things will start to unravel. So where you put your attention, where attention goes, energy flows, right? So if we're always in our head, if we're always outside ourselves, what happens inside? We just kind of numb out, forget it's there. If you're holding onto your right foot, or excuse me, your right leg, set your right foot back down. And then extend your left leg straight up for a moment. And you can choose flexion, or if you'd rather, extension, point your toes. Keep your left leg, or excuse me, left leg really strong and slowly lower it down. Nothing else moves. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Very nice. Once your left leg is on the ground, right knee up towards your right armpit, hands around the front of your shin or back of your thigh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So not just towards your chest, but out towards your armpit. Yes, couple big Buddha belly breaths. Imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. And then eventually turn it into a half happy baby. After a few rounds in half happy baby, invitation to turn it into a full happy baby. You can kind of rock, maybe even extend one or both legs. So give yourself a few breaths in a happy baby pose. And then if there are any other postures, any final movements, maybe one last inversion, maybe one last heart opener, anything else your body wants. Give yourself about 7 to 10 breaths to move through any more poses. And then I will be playing the gong and sound bowl for Shavasana. So if anybody knows that they do not do well with sound and they want to sneak out, next couple moments will be your chance. Whenever you're ready, my friends, you can just start to make your way into your personal final relaxation. That can be the traditional corpse pose or any other position that will just allow you to fully give in and let go. So my thought for you as you move towards your Shavasana, it's pretty simple, but I love it. It says our deepest healing lies in turning towards the parts of ourselves that we want to turn away from. So those parts of ourselves that we don't like, parts of ourselves that we sometimes want to hide, that's the part of ourself that needs the most love, the most compassion. That's a part of ourself that wants to feel like we can shed a light on it, like it can be seen. So as I play the gong is so good for moving stuff around inside. It can be uncomfortable, it can be intense. But those parts of yourself that maybe you've pushed down because you don't like them so much, see if you can let them have space to come up inside of you and be felt, move through you however they want. And if you need to at any time, a big, huge breath with an open mouth exhale. Ah, yeah, more than welcome. So these last few moments are yours just to be in your body and just to feel whatever there is to feel. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. I'm gonna start to slowly move, wiggle fingers, toes. Just come back into your physical body, letting all that energy inside of you just really start to soak in, integrate in. Maybe you even start to visualize that in some way. And then as you are ready, roll to either side, just a fetal position. Give yourself a moment there, curling into yourself in this nurturing way. And kind of take that in, sense of nurturing, sense of being held and supported, maybe by your own inner feminine, maybe by Mother Earth. And then using your arms, start to guide yourself up into a seated meditation facing towards the front of the room, front of our space, front of your mat. As you come into your seat, just sit up nice and tall and feel into the length in your spine, the space inside your body. Close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. We will close our practice together with one big Om. So Om is known as just the vibration of the universe, the sound that existed before anything else was here, the sound that out of everything here was birthed. So it's what connects us all. So it's three sounds essentially. It's ah, o, So when we let our voice come through, try not to worry so much about how you sound or if you sound bad or good or weird, but just focus on your own vibration, expressing out of you and contributing to the sound of the whole. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. And then breathe in your voice all the way down from your gut. Open your mouth big and wide. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. Namaste. You're so welcome. Thank you, friends. If you have any questions, please feel free. And if you're new, please make sure you sign the waiver on your way out, and I can help you find it if you need. And then don't forget to donate. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Hey, baby, how's it going? How's the motherhood treating you? You're so cute. Looks like you guys have a fun time with them. Or with Juniper. No, you're good. I think I can keep track of all the babies. I know. Well, I went off my birth control, so there's that, but I haven't had my period still, so I'm like, see what happens. Sorry, what? Just the pill. Oh, okay. So I just stopped taking it, so, but I feel like been having like cramps, making my body's like, it's like the wheels are starting to churn.